Good morning. Today on Play to Win, will luck strike twice for the Irish? Can the Gators top the Tide? And should the Falcons trade Matt Ryan? We'll answer all these questions and more coming up next on the fastest 30 minutes in television, football's Play to Win.
Today's show is being brought to you by Montlick & Associates. Our attorneys know what it takes to win. AT&T, more for your thing, that's our thing. And Beaver Toyota, we're here to wow you. Welcome to football's Play to Win. With Falcons All-Pro defensive end Chuck Smith, Falcons All-Pro offensive tackle Bob Whitfield, Play to Win expert Jeffrey the Edge Schechter, college and SEC football expert Chris Marler, Falcons All-Pro wide receiver Terrence Mathis, and your host, Nikki Williams. Today's Hometown Team Report is being brought to you by Montlick & Associates. Our attorneys know what it takes to win.
Happy game day, Atlanta, and welcome back to another week of football's Play to Win. Chuck Smith back on the show with us. We missed you last week, Chuck. Bob Whitfield, rest of the crew joins us here in just a little bit. 2020 has been a tough year for a lot of folks, but y'all, how bad has 2020 been for our poor Atlanta Falcons? Bob?
Well, it's that scenario where the team is going to look drastically different. And I think the fans are grumbling about the changes that they look forward to. Are they going to draft a quarterback? Are they going to do this? Who's going to remain? With 3 games left in the season and not going to the playoffs, you're going to see a lot of young players have to prove their worth to that team. And I think with a new GM, a new coach coming in, players are going to be evaluated. But I don't see Matt Ryan leaving. I just see the team organizing some young players to complement what they have left in him.
Yeah, and some salary cap challenges for sure. We'll get to that later in the show. Chuck, what's the dadgum moment for you?
Well, you know what, Nikki? We're living in the now, but we can't talk about the now unless we talk about the past. To me, that what defines 2020, Nikki, starts in 2019, the week of the New Orleans Saints game, when all the speculation was, last year, would Dan Quinn keep his job? He subsequently comes out, the Falcons finish strong, and then he's able to keep his job. The uncertainty, Nikki, of this Falcons team over these last couple of years of, is he going to get fired? Each and every week. So to me, 2020 is basically like a microcosm of what happened really in 2018 and really 17 almost. So to me, when you see it, it's been a long, slow kind of crawl. But 2020, thank goodness, they're going to move forward in the Falcons and make a decision and have a new head coach moving forward.
And Chuck, you look a little bit like a historian, and I do notice those VHS tapes behind you from back in the George Washington days. So I wish we had a little longer so you can take us through some more history lessons. Well, what does history tell you about the Falcons and the Bucks, and what the heck do the Falcons need to do to beat the Bucks? Try to finish the season out strong, Chuck.
Well, the Falcons, number one, they have to eliminate the turnovers. I know that sounds like a broken record. That's what they have to do, eliminate the turnovers. But let me tell you this, the Falcons got to create, in my opinion, more turnovers and put Matt Ryan and this offense in a better position. And this is the last thing I've been saying for weeks and weeks and weeks. Y'all missed it because I went here last week. I need toughness. I'm evaluating, if you're a dog, I want to see the dogs come out. Listen, everybody's good, Nikki, when you're winning up by 50. But the real question is, how do you play when you're on a team that's losing, you have nothing to play for? That's what I'm watching for.
Hey, Bob, do you think that Auburn made the right call with Gus Malzahn?
They should have did it last year, but who am I to say? It's one of those things, but how they recycle these coaches in the SEC, Gus Malzahn's going to be somewhere else, maybe South Carolina, so who knows?
Who knows? I guess time will tell, and I can't wait to see who is next. We'll dig into that a little more, guys. Stick with us. Coming up, will a win over Bama be enough for them to make the playoff? We'll dig in next. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on Play to Win.
Recognized as a top-rated law firm for professional excellence in legal expertise, communication skills, and highest ethical standards. We are Montlick Injury Attorneys, and we know what it takes to win.
going to find the perfect treat.
We're going skating. We're going to Nana's.
Wherever you go this holiday, Chevy can help you get there.
Which is why we're making our Chevy employee discount available to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay is what we pay.
Not a cent more. So wherever you go, happy holidays from Chevy.
Use the Chevy employee discount for everyone to get a total value of over $8,400 on this Silverado. Georgia drives Chevy. Find new roads.
Arby's, 2 for $6 every day. Chicken, beef, euros. 2 of those things for just $6. Arby's, we have the meats.
We get uncomfortable to restore your comfort. Our commitment is what makes us reliable. Heating, cooling, hot water, plumbing, and electrical. Our results make us always reliable.
Only $19.99 a month for a new water heater. I know this all looks very Hollywood, but guess what? This is a Nissan sales event ad. Sales event ads are usually boring. Is this boring? There's a nice little present. This Altima has intelligent all-wheel drive, unlike that Accord behind me. What did you want, a big red bow?
Save up to $8,012 on select models.
Today's SEC and ACC report is being brought to you by your Southeastern Nissan dealer.
Welcome back to the fun. Our SEC ACC report is brought to you by Greater Atlanta Nissan. Welcome back, Chris Marlar, our college football expert, and who better to have sitting right there when we throw out this college football top 10 poll. Do you love it, hate it, leave it? I know you've got an opinion on everything, but we've only got 4 minutes.
Oh, guys, listen, I know last week I went a little bit long on actual good content, so I'll keep it brief this week. And I'll let you know right now that, yeah, I hate it. I still hate it. Ohio State's played 5 games. They have the 79th ranked strength of schedule. Florida dropped 1 spot after losing to a 3-5 team at home on senior night with all of their dreams still in front of them. I don't even know why they're playing the games. Just save the top 4 of the top 4, put them in. Let's just get it over with because there's absolutely nothing they're going to do besides put those 4 teams in anyway.
Would a win over Bama secure Florida for the playoff?
First off, the sentence alone is a joke. I can't even start. Like, if Florida beats Bama, sure, yeah. You know what? Put them in the Super Bowl if that happens, because it's not going to happen anyway. So yeah, like Count Chocula, Peter Pan, grow up. What are you talking about right now? No, I don't think they're going to put them in, because they already have 2 losses. You can't put a 2-loss team in, especially when even if they win the SEC championship.
I mean, you're already salty and on a roll, so why don't you just tell everybody what the key to the game is, Alabama and Florida? I mean, is there anything that would go on that would shock you?
I mean, if Florida wins, it would shock me. It definitely would shock me. Okay. I don't see. They're one-dimensional on offense. They're only going to be able to pass the ball, so if they can take away Kyle Pitts, which not a lot of people have been able to do, if Nick Saban makes them play left-handed and they just get a stop, Florida's defense is not good enough to stop Mac Jones, Najee Harris, Devontae Smith, and this offense. They couldn't stop a true freshman at home on a 3-5 team. There is 0 chance Florida is able to win this game.
Hey, Bob, is there anything you're excited about seeing with the Alabama-Florida game?
It's not that game in the SEC, you know, even though that's a championship game. It's how Texas A&M sits out on the outlier. If Northwestern and Ohio State play to a tight matchup, even if Ohio State wins, I think you have to look at Texas A&M and that Ohio State if that 4th playoff spot can be swapped. So I think that's the only, because I don't think Florida's going to match up well with Alabama. No.
Chuck, what are you excited about?
Let me go back to what Chris just said. I'm absolutely
historian.
Bob. Yeah, I'm shocked. You just came behind Chris and just kind of heard what I heard and just said, "Okay, it's all right, Chris." Chris, you act like this is a legendary Alabama team. You act like this team is so great that Florida, a Florida team that we've seen put up 40, 50 points, has competed, and Alabama, that team that's playing in the weak SEC, that's putting up big numbers on teams that are scrubs. And last thing I'm going to say is this Alabama defense, they are not special. They are not. At the end of the day, Chris, if Florida wins, this is not a historic upset. This is not Tyson Buster Douglas. This is not an upset of the New York Giants and New England Patriots. So the Alabama can lose this game. Pump your brakes a little bit. I respect you, but come on now. This ain't no legendary upset if like Florida's like, you act like it's like North Gwinnett High School
They
coming
lost
and
to a
playing
3-5 team at home that Bama beat by 40 points the week before.
That's last week.
Bama put up 55 points on LSU. They lost to them at home with a true freshman quarterback.
Again, if this Bama defense is they're not that good, and you know, Chris, they're beating up on scrubs. The SEC, as much as I love my alma mater,
points in 6 weeks.
Yeah, they doing this every week against like top 10 teams. Go ahead, Nikki. I'm sorry.
Just tell them how you really feel.
Well, we were going to talk about Notre Dame and Clemson, but I guess we're not going to get to that right now. You know, whatever you said, what you said, guys. Don't go anywhere. We're going to keep this moving next. We've got so much more to get to coming up on Play to Win.
I know this all looks very Hollywood, but guess what? This is a Nissan sales event ad. Sales event ads are usually boring. Is this boring? There's a nice little present. This Altima has intelligent all-wheel drive, unlike that Accord behind me. What did you want, a big red bow?
Save up to $8,012 on select models.
Your mother is a special lady, and on her special day, you promised her a special celebration. But if slow upload speeds won't let your video call through because you have cable, just remember, you're not a bad son. You just need better internet.
AT&T Fiber delivers a faster internet experience with 20 times faster upload speeds than cable. Get AT&T Fiber, plan starting at $35 a month for a year. Limited availability in select areas. Call 1-877-ONLY-ATT.
This is it. Our grandmother Leah had a special gift when it came to tasting food.
She could identify every single ingredient.
Honey, our vegetables are made with real ingredients. The perfect blend of seasoning. You know your grandmother taught me how to bake her sweet potato pie with one ingredient that sets us apart.
What's the ingredient? Get your This Is It now. Order online for pickup or get it delivered through Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, or Easy Cater. If I guess will you give it to me?
We've owned a few different houses through the years. Your company was absolutely the best. They were so professional. Everything they didn't get a mark on a wall or anything else. It was clean, it was friendly, and it was fun. And most of the time, moving is not fun. I'm going to give a great recommendation to Atlanta Peach Movers. It's always on time and it's always professional. There is no tree in Atlanta Peach Movers.
To schedule your move, call Atlanta Peach Movers today.
Today's University of Georgia Report is being brought to you by Beaver Toyota. We're here to wow you.
Welcome back to our Dog Report, brought to you by Beaver Toyota. We know that Georgia Vandy game not going to happen. I think just really quick, guys, give me a grade on the 2020 UGA football season. Chris, I'll start with you.
B minus.
B minus. Chuck?
I'll say B plus because I think they found their quarterback. Disappointing that the defense never played up to their potential, but I think this team, I think the future is bright for the Dogs.
Bob?
Yeah. He gave them all those high grades. I give him a D. I give him a D, below expectations, but the D does have discovery. You found your quarterback, and you found out you have some young players that's going to play, but it's a rebuild year for the rest of the year, and you got some guys leaving the team going pro, so I give him a D.
Guys, we didn't get to our college football showdown because of you guys almost killing each other on set, but Clemson Notre Dame, I mean, we've got to give this game some attention really quick. Do we think that Notre Dame can pull it off again?
I do. I think Notre Dame can pull it off. And, I got good people I love at Clemson. But listen, if Notre Dame can run the ball against Clemson, and if Notre Dame continues to make big plays on defense, I think it can happen. Because, listen, this is a young Clemson defensive line. They got two true freshmen that are starters that struggled in the first game, and I think they'll get better. Keep an eye out for Miles Murphy. He is a baller. But, I think Notre Dame can do it, but I think Clemson gets the job done, and I'm pulling for the Tigers.
Name dropping, bro. You know it's coming. Name dropping. Kyle Hamilton in that defense. Yo, they are playing lights out. And what you have is the return of the quarterback. You got Trevor Lawrence playing against the Irish. He didn't play the last game. So that Irish defense is going to see a different aspect. Even though they had to challenge DJ, and DJ put up some numbers, now you see the blonde bandit out there running around. It's going to change the aspect of that game, but it doesn't change it enough in Clemson favor. I like Notre Dame to demolish them.
Hey, Bob, remember when you said that Trevor Lawrence was never going to play again?
Man, I was almost
How'd that work?
I know. I had to get a jab in. You guys got all yours in on the last segment. When we come back, we're going to talk Atlanta Falcons football and what the heck is going to happen with Matt Ryan. Stick with us. You don't want to miss it. We'll be right back on Play to Win.
Today's show is being brought to you by your Atlanta Nissan dealers. This is It Barbecue and Atlanta Peach Movers.
Hey Atlanta, Linda Beaver here with a very important reminder. The final days of Toyotathon are almost gone and your opportunities have never been better. Maybe you need more for your trade? No problem. Need no payments for 3 months? No problem. Need help with financing? We can do that too. No matter what you need, my team will work very hard to get the Toyota of your dreams. And remember, time is running out. Don't miss Toyotathon at your favorite family dealership, Beaver, Toyota, and Cumming. Don't make me come get you.
We carry a lot in our trucks and use cutting-edge technology. Our experience is what makes us reliable. Heating, cooling, hot water, plumbing, and electrical. Our results make us always reliable.
Up to $3,000 in cash incentives.
We're going to find the perfect treat.
We're going skating. We're going to Nana's.
Wherever you go this holiday, Chevy can help you get there.
Which is why we're making our Chevy employee discount available to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay is what we pay.
Not a cent more. So wherever you go, happy holidays from Chevy.
Use the Chevy employee discount for everyone to get over $5,700 below MSRP on this Blazer. Georgia drives Chevy. Find new roads.
I know this all looks very Hollywood, but guess what? This is a Nissan sales event ad. Sales event ads are usually boring. Is this boring? There's a nice little present. This Altima has intelligent all-wheel drive, unlike that Accord behind me. What did you want, a big red bow?
Save up to $8,012 on select models.
Today's Atlanta Falcons report is being brought to you by your Georgia Drive Chevy dealers. Chevrolet, find new roads.
All right, Terrence Mathis joins the show now for our Falcons report, brought to you by Georgia Drive Chevy. Terrence, we've been talking about the Bucs from the get-go, their expectations with Brady. Have they lived up to those preseason expectations?
I've been going back and forth with this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team. They middle of the season, they're playing well, but I started the season saying they were going to have communication problems with the head coach and the quarterback, and that's what's been happening. And they're trying to figure it out. Right now, you don't know what team is going to show up because it seems like there's a fight of what Tom Brady wants to run and what Bruce Arians wants to run. And no matter how much talent you have offensively, you can't get it done on a consistent basis if you have that bickering. Now, their defense is a different story.
Chuck?
Listen, I think they absolutely have underachieved. Everybody's expectations for Tampa was to win the NFC South, be in position to host a home game, but it hadn't happened. A lot of it happened. A lot of things that have been disappointing there has been Tom Brady's play. The offensive line has underachieved. Barber's done a good job of running the ball, but, to me, this team has underachieved and they haven't done what they're supposed to do. Tampa, nah, they're underachievers.
Like, I look at this Tampa thing matching up against the Falcons, and although Tampa didn't do what we thought they could do, but I think they're ahead of the Falcons. So for the Falcons, they can look at this game as like this can prove what the Falcons' future look like because of the fact you got great matchups in Jason Pierre-Paul versus Jake Matthews at left tackle, Ali Marpet versus inside Grady Jarrett, that receiving core against some young Falcons cornerbacks. So this is a barometer game for the Falcons in the future. So who cares that Tom Terrible is doing terrible because he has to do terrible against the Falcons defense and now prove something to the Falcons organization.
Speaking of the Falcons organization, look, guys, just full transparency. What do you think that the Falcons need to do about Matt Ryan? Terrence, you've been singing his praises now for a while. Do you feel like it may be time for the Falcons to part ways with Matt Ryan?
Well, I mean, what are you going to get for him? The salary cap is what it is. I think that you can go to Green Bay Packers route and draft a guy and upset him, and he goes and play well. Is that in Matt Ryan's DNA? We don't know. But at the end of the day, he still have some time left in him. He has probably 2 or 3 years left in him. You go draft a quarterback, make him sit there for a little bit, learn a little bit. But you got to understand, Matt Ryan has not been in a solid offensive scheme for more than 3-4 years. So every year is something different for him. So I think offensive coordinator wise, coaching wise, whatsoever, he needs some stability to be successful.
Real quick, Chuck, what do you think?
I say no. I wouldn't get rid of Matt Ryan. I wouldn't trade him. I would make the offensive line play better. I would get him a running game and get a defense that creates turnovers in the whole season. I think Matt Ryan's better.
All right, guys, stick with us. When we come back, we're going to talk NFL around the league. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on Play to Win.
We're going to find the perfect treat.
We're going skating. We're going to Nana's.
Wherever you go this holiday, Chevy can help you get there.
Which is why we're making our Chevy employee discount available to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay is what we pay.
Not a cent more. So wherever you go, happy holidays from Chevy.
Use the Chevy employee discount for everyone to get over $6,800 below MSRP on this Equinox. Georgia drives Chevy. Find new roads.
We interrupt your erectile dysfunction with an important message. If erectile dysfunction or Peyronie's disease has you down, the doctors at Atlanta Health Clinic can help. No pills, no surgery, no needles, no pain. We have the newest revolutionary U.S. patented medical process and device from Europe, utilizing advanced acoustic wave technology, proven effective regardless of your age or medical condition. Visit AtlantaHealthClinic.com or call for your consultation with our doctors today and avoid interruption.
May your holidays glow bright and all your dreams take flight. Lease the 2021 GLE 350 SUV for $729 a month at the Mercedes-Benz Winter Event. Hurry in today.
Today's NFL Report is being brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air, servicing Atlanta's heating and air conditioning needs for over 40 years.
Welcome back. Our NFL Report is brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Let's take a look at the AFC playoff standings right now. And guys, what do you think? Taking a look at this, who's the biggest challenge to the Chiefs right now, Terrence?
That team sitting number 3, Buffalo Bills. Oh my goodness, I got a chance to see them play on TV, and they got a dynamic quarterback. They can throw the ball, they can run the ball, but that defense is something special. They don't give up a lot of points. They don't give up a lot of yards. They create turnovers. That's the team that no one is really, what people are talking about, but they don't think that they're Super Bowl caliber right now. But hey, you get on a roll in the playoffs and anything can happen.
That's why it's exciting. Chuck, what do you think?
Man, T, you stole my thunder a little bit. I think Buffalo definitely has the recipe to get. Yeah, I think Buffalo has the recipe to get there. But let me tell you a team to me that most people won't think, and it's Baltimore. And let me tell you why. Baltimore has a quarterback that has the ability to stay on the field because he can run for 100 yards. Their running game is getting better with J.K. Dobbins, and the defense is strong in the secondary. And listen, Baltimore can pass rush. To me, Baltimore has lost some of the games they shouldn't have. Baltimore is a sleeper to me when it comes to Kansas City because Lamar Jackson is that wild card.
Hey, Bob, you got some thunder left?
Look, the QB at Baltimore don't stay on the field, Chuck. He goes to the bathroom in the middle of the game. Nick been in Pittsburgh, they're a veteran team, veteran coach. They've been there before, so when they get in the playoffs, they know how to handle themselves.
What's the best division right now in the NFL, Terrence?
Record-wise, the teams, I look at the NFC West. You know, you got the Rams, you got the Seahawks, you got the Cardinals, and you got the 49ers that's sitting there with 8 losses that can possibly go 8-8 and solidify one of the best conferences in the NFL today. Divisions,
you agree, Bob?
Now, I look at that NFC South still as with anchors at quarterback. If Drew Brees comes from that rib injury, you still got time right there. Even though the Falcons and Bridgewater, they're out of the playoffs, but in the playoff action, those two teams are still hanging in tough with veteran quarterbacks.
He's a homer. He's a homer.
AFC North, Bob. AFC North, number 1.
AFC North #1. Guys, well, guess what? We've got Jeffrey's picks coming up next in the lightning round. You don't want to miss it. We'll be right back on Play to Win.
We had a home warranty. And over the years, probably close to 80% of our problems came from heating and air situations. We had a major breakdown. So when we called the home warranty company, we had to come out of pocket $1,700. We came across reliable. One of the technicians explained to us there was a program to help change over the units. They would maintain the units for the life of the unit. It was a no-brainer for us.
For your new Trend Comfort System, call Reliable Heating and Air today.
On or off the field, we all have rules to play by. But what happens after a serious car crash? When the insurance company won't play fair? At Montlick & Associates, we know injury law, and we know what it takes to win. After all, we've been winning in our field for over 35 years. If you've been injured, we're here to help. Simply dial #WIN from your cell phone for your free consultation. That's #946.
I know this all looks very Hollywood, but guess what? This is a Nissan sales event ad. Sales event ads are usually boring. Is this boring? There's a nice little present. This Altima has intelligent all-wheel drive, unlike that Accord behind me. What did you want, a big red bow?
Save up to $8,012 on select models.
Arby's, 2 for $6. Every day, flame-seared, Greek-seasoned Euro meat. 2 of those things for just $6. Arby's, we have the meats.
Today's college and NFL predictions is being brought to you by the Atlanta Health Clinic, named Industry Best 2020 for treating ED and Peyronie's disease.
Welcome back. Our college and NFL predictions are brought to you by the Atlanta Health Clinic. Welcome back to the show, Jeffrey the Ed Schechter. Take us through your picks around college and NFL.
Well, we got college conference championships this week. I'm going to start out with the Big 12. I like Iowa State with the 5 points against Oklahoma. My most favorite team in the country is Coastal Carolina. They're a 3.5-point favorite over UL Lafayette. I think they should beat them. These guys play football. The best game of the whole season was Coastal Carolina and Brigham Young. None of these 58-12 routes. And then lastly, Alabama. Florida doesn't have a defense. Alabama will destroy. They'll have that 17 points covered in the first half. In the pros, New England and Miami are going in opposite directions. The game's in Miami, and I like Miami as a 2.5-point favorite. Seattle got their act together last week against the Jets, and they travel east very well. I got to give Ron Rivera credit in Washington. He should be coach of the year, but I'm going to give the 5 with Seattle. And Cleveland's offense is excellent, and they should outscore the Giants by a lot. Give the 4 with Cleveland at the Giants. Good luck, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Coastal Carolina, your most favorite team in all of college football. I didn't see that one coming. Guys, there's a lot going on today. I hope everybody is safe and you have a wonderful holiday week. We will see you all next week on Play to Win Saturday at 9 a.m.
Today's show has been brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air, the Atlanta Health Clinic, and your Georgia Drive Chevy dealers. Chevrolet, find new roads.